let's start from the beginning. I am Arthur Flick, and this, my psychiatric wife, Dr. Harleen Quinzel. You know it as Harley Quinn. If you come to me before this, I will say I am nothing. But anyway, I will tell you the story that changed my life, and it doesn't like the origin story, you know. In the past, I was a totally different person. A sad and totally depressed person. I always preferred being alone and hated any company. One day, I was in a train station waiting for the train to head home, when I suddenly felt more like jumping in front of the coming train just to end my life, as I lost any hope for having a happy life. But at the last moment, the police officer stopped me, and they took me to a psychiatric hospital where I met Dr. Harley Quinn. And after having a hard time trying to talk to me and know what was wrong with me, she diagnosed me with depression, more like clinical depression. But what is the meaning of that?
Clinical depression, which is often referred to major depressive disorder, is a prevalent, very serious mental disorder, and its incidence is up to 20% in women and 12% in men. It is characterized by persistent sadness, depressed mood, loss of interest or pleasure, and even liability to death. These symptoms can significantly impair daily functioning like working, studying, eating, and sleeping.
But why do people with that disorder feel these horrible feelings?
Actually, we don't exactly know what especially causes this condition. But the accepted theory assumes that a deficiency of monoamine neurotransmitters in certain parts of brain. The principal neurotransmitters believed to be involved are serotonin and norepinephrine. These antidepressants aim to correct these deficiencies.
Okay, but is there a cure or a solution for the deficiency of these neurotransmitters?
Yes, of course, Arthur. There are drugs called antidepressants, which are classified according to the mechanism of action to drugs that inhibit the metabolism of these neurotransmitters, like monoamine oxidase inhibitors, and other drugs that inhibit the reuptake of the neurotransmitters, like tricyclic antidepressants.
Okay, that looks promising. What do you think is a good choice for me to take from these options as a treatment?
In your case, Arthur, the treatment plan will be using tricyclic antidepressants.
Okay, can you tell me more about it, Doctor?
I will gladly do. Let's take it step by step, starting from what are these drugs and how do they work? Well, they are a family of drugs that act by inhibiting the reuptake of serotonin and norepinephrine, so increase the level of these neurotransmitters in the synapse to prolong their activity on the receptor. Therefore, they are used in depression, for OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, panic disorder, major depressive disorder, and anxiety. Also, they block sodium channels, which are involved in signal transmission in nerves, so they are used in neuropathic pain, in diabetes, or herpes zoster patients. But as they block the calcium channel in the heart, too, they are contraindicated in patients with cardiovascular disorders. The most used compounds from this family are amitriptyline and clomipramine. It is worth noting that clomipramine is off-label use in managing symptoms of cataplexy or daytime sleepiness associated with narcolepsy. However, They act as an antagonist on some receptors, the H1 receptor and muscarinic receptor, causing sedation and anticholinergic effects, consequently showing dry mouth, blurred vision, constipation, and urinary retention as side effects.
Okay, but is there any other adverse effect caused by them?
Unfortunately, yes, there are. Other side effects can occur. Orthostatic hypotension, sexual side effects such as decreased libido, erectile dysfunction, difficulty with orgasm, sweating. Now let's see the structure-activity relationship of tricyclic antidepressants, especially amitriptyline and clomipramine. Tricyclic ring system is essential for the activity, allows for the interaction with the transporter proteins that reuptake neurotransmitters. The central ring is 7-membered carbocyclic, as amitriptyline or heterocyclic, such as clomipramine, saturated or unsaturated respectively. Side chain. The length of the side chain and the presence of the tertiary amine are crucial for the drug's activity. Substituting a halogen-like Cl into a 3-position of the dihydro-D benzazeoene ring enhance affinity to serotonin, reuptake transporter, and clomipramine. And before that, Arthur, to decrease the level of depression, you should avoid the cause of depression. That is the perfect solution in all cases of depression.
Wow, that was interesting and entertaining. Thank you, Dr. Harley, for this amazing session, and I hope that we were able to deliver the point of my story in an entertaining way. But wait a minute. I see you, my friend, from my seat watching my story. Did you enjoy it? I hope that, but always remember, come and get your love.